Hello, everyone. We're going to open tonight's ceremonies with a drum song by the Red Rock Drum Group and Kitchener School.
Wow. I don't know how I can follow that. Let's thank the Red Rock Drumming Group for performing tonight. Now, that was with the assistance of students from Kitchener School. The students will be leaving us partway through the event, but Red Rock will continue to perform through the evening, including a song to conclude the gala. And you're wondering, well, who are you? I'm Donovan Bennett. I'm so excited to be here. I'm a sports broadcaster. My next assignment is covering the Winter Olympics for CBC, and there's no better prep than being here tonight because, one, both in the Olympics and Paralympics, there's so many great athletes competing for our country in this province from right here in Saskatchewan. So give yourselves a round of applause. And a lot of those dreams start because of people who are in this room. So we're going to celebrate them tonight. I want to thank as well everyone who took the time to join us this evening as we celebrate some of the significant achievements and contributions made in Saskatchewan's sporting community over the past year. We'd like to begin, though, by acknowledging that our celebration is taking place on the traditional lands of the Cree, the Saulteaux, Dakota, Lakota, and Nakota people, as well as on the homeland of the Métis. The historic signing of Treaty 4 is what has allowed us to be gathering on this land tonight. As we gather in celebration, we give thanks to the continued sharing of this land and commitment to engaging in acts of reconciliation to honor the treaty agreements that have paved the way for the shared home we call Canada. Sport has an amazing ability to connect and bring people together like we are here tonight. So we want to honor and recognize the deep history, resilience, and ongoing contributions of Indigenous peoples in shaping the culture and sporting legacy of this province. Now, tonight, each of our award recipients will also be taking home a custom-designed trophy case of the award. You can see some of them right there. These cases were crafted by Core Neighborhood Youth Co-op in Saskatoon and then decorated by 3 local treaty artists, Tori Ironstar, Madison Pascal, and Harley Sinclair. We thank each of those artists for sharing their talents and creations with us and our recipients. So, Regina, thank you so much again for having me, I should say sorry, home of the 2025 Grey Cup champions. Thank you so much for having me. I do know my audience. Mama didn't raise no fool. Thank you for welcoming me to this city and this province to host an evening that will recognize some amazing individuals who represent Saskatchewan, its community at the local, national, and international level. It's an honor to be able to host and celebrate, and this is wild, the 41st Saskatchewan Sport Awards with you. We have a number of people tuning in from afar, so thank you. To those joining us as part of the celebration remotely. So, you know, when I came here, the first thing that my Uber driver asked me is, where are you going? I hope you're going somewhere warm. And I was like, well, not exactly, but I'm excited to be here because I have my own love for this place and my story as an athlete and as a broadcaster. And so being here for this event is pretty full circle. Go back in time and I'll bore you with a story about myself. I played university football at the University of Western Ontario. I put the Ontario in it because it's not really west of much. But my head coach at the time was Larry Haler, a proud native Saskatchewan. He gave me stories about Prince Albert all the time, about Prince Albert tough and Prince Albert strong and PA this and PA that. I was like, I need a PA day from these stories from this place that I've never been. But I will say that I think some of that grit, that resilience seeped into not only him as a coach and a leader, but our team, certainly me as a young man. And so he obviously went on to be the all-time winningest coach when he retired in youth sports history. We lost him a couple years ago, but those stories of this place that I had never been to at the time, resonate with me still. I eventually did go towards the end of my university career. As I said, I played football, but as you football fans know, at the time, and quite frankly still now, there wasn't a huge market for 5'9" and 3/4", 170-pound running backs in the CFL for some reason. So since I didn't win the genetic lottery, I thought to myself, okay, well, what am I going to do with my career? I want to be a part of a team. I want to be in sports. So broadcasting was that thing. And everywhere I tried to get opportunities and internships, and people said, well, you don't have much experience. And I said, well, It's chicken and the egg. How do I get experience without you giving me experience? So I decided to bet on myself and the Score television network. Young people in the audience, it used to be a television network before it was an app. They were broadcasting the university football championships for the first time in 2007, my last year in school. I know I am that old. I look young, but I'm old. So I said, you know what? I'm going to go. And I told them, listen, I'm going to come out and I'll help on whatever you need. And they said, well, great. You know, we don't have room to put you up in a hotel. We don't have any money to pay you. But if you find yourself in Saskatoon in November, we'll use your help. I said, great. Took money that I had saved for a spring break trip, put it towards coming out here with no other money to my name. And I got here, and it was minus 40 with wind chill. And I had an out-of-body experience, like, are you sure you want to do this? Like, does this make a lot of sense? But what was amazing was, well, actually, there's a couple of things. One, it was amazing that they had to put a rule in for the game that if the ball exploded because of the cold, it would be a dead ball at the spot. If we have any football officials here, you could verify that. But that was cool. But what was amazing was when I touched down, it was like it was a mini Super Bowl. There's volunteers everywhere. There's shuttles taking me everywhere. And so my no money kind of lasted a bit further. And as you know, I couldn't just go about my business. Everyone wanted to talk to me because you people are so friendly. When people got wind of why I was here and what I was doing, they wanted to help. So I almost had a personal shuttle for the entire week. People paid for meals. People paid for entry into the bar, which as a university student, that was like manna from heaven. People paid for drinks, which probably wasn't necessary, but thank you. But I got a better education in that week in Saskatoon, watching professionals like Cabby Richards and Tim McAuliffe and Sid Sixero and Adnan Verk and Sarah Oleski and people behind the scenes, the woman that would go on to produce the royal wedding, produced that football game. I got a better education that week than I got in my entire time in university. And I bet on myself, yeah, but a community of strangers bet on me as well. And so that was big for me. Ended up getting a job at the Score, covering university sport. I found myself back in this place 2013 in Regina for the U Sports Women's Championships. I did my hit, and my microphone was like this. The crowd was so loud with bells and whistles that you couldn't hear what I was saying on air. And this was for a women's championship. And there was no national anthem. They just played the instrumentals. The crowd sang it. And it was standing room only. The entire community was out supporting these young girls. And this is actually a contentious part of the story for my wife, because I was so moved by the community supporting these women who, for many of them, it was going to be their last competitive experience, and they didn't get this stage throughout their lives in the same way men's players would. I was so moved by it. During the national anthem, as a professional, I started to cry. My wife hates that story because I didn't cry at our wedding. Like, she walked down the aisle. She's like, do I need to moonwalk and come back? Like, do you not see me in this dress? I don't have tear ducts. I don't know what to tell you. But I loved the way that community honored the sweat equity of those girls, and they put as much into it as the men. They just had a different chromosome, and yet they didn't get the stage. But in this province, they did. Now things are different. We have a domestic soccer league in our country for women, a hockey league as well. I don't know about you, but I would love to see both of those leagues come to this province. But you certainly supported pro sport for a long time in this province. And the last time I came here was 2022 when you hosted the Grey Cup. And my career was a little bit further and people recognized me a little bit. And what I noticed was, unlike in Toronto, when people wanted to talk about their team, they were excited, they had joy. Where in Toronto, they wanted to scream at me about why the Leafs were terrible or why Kawhi left the Raptors. I was like, I don't know, I don't work for the team, I just talk to you on a TV. But the amount of hope and optimism was palpable, and you know, that bet was cashed in with the championship this year. I did a radio hit in the summer for a radio station locally, And as I was waiting to go on, they had callers calling in, telling them about their favorite preseason special teams moment. And I was like, what is this? This only happens in one place, and that's here. So it's been a huge part from afar in my journey as an athlete and as a broadcaster. I think the love, the community that is here in the sporting community is pretty special. And I think it's instructive that you're in the middle of the country, because I would love for that to bleed into the rest of the country as well. I think we could learn a lot from the people here. So thank you having me here to celebrate everything you do for our athletes in our country. Oh, stop. You're too kind. If you want to be active tonight, you can be active on social media, so please join us and share your content by using the hashtag SK Sport Awards 41. That's SK Sport Awards 41. Tonight, as I mentioned, we're going to celebrate 9 recognition award recipients and 18 finalists across the 6 excellence categories tonight. Thanks to sport, all of tonight's honorees have traveled the country or world, stood on podiums, set records, and are the reason many in the province have the opportunity to compete. Most importantly, all these honorees are passionate people who made meaningful contributions in their communities and in this place right here in Saskatchewan. As you'll see tonight, being from Saskatchewan has united them all through sport. To officially kick off tonight's event, I would like to welcome Sask Sport Board of Directors Chair Amy Prokop to the stage.
Let's get this lower. Thank you, Donovan. And I loved hearing your love for Saskatchewan. I'm born and raised here and absolutely love this province and the sporting community. So thank you for sharing those stories. And I have to say, unfortunately for me, my next stop isn't the Olympics, although if you're looking for an assistant, maybe we can chat after. On behalf of the board and everyone at Sask Sport, welcome to the 41st Annual Saskatchewan Sport Awards. I'm excited to be here tonight at the Queensbury Convention Centre as we celebrate our incredible finalists and recipients of this year's awards. I am also thankful that we're joined by so many family, friends, and individuals who are connected to the Saskatchewan amateur sport community, both joining us here in person, as well as those tuning in via the live stream. I'd like to provide a special welcome to Honorable Alana Ross, who is here representative of the Government of Saskatchewan. We had a lot of time today to catch up and get to know each other, and it's been really lovely hearing your passion for the province and all that you do. So thank you for your support. And as well to the other members of the Sask Sport Board, thank you for being here today. Tonight we are honored to celebrate the outstanding amateur athletes, teams, coaches, and volunteers from across our proud Prairie province. Through their efforts and commitment on and off the field of play, each of these individuals has had the opportunity to showcase their passion for sport and exemplify the phrase that sport truly is more than a game. This is my 3rd year here at the Saskatchewan Sport Awards, and every time I return, I find myself deeper in awe of the stories in this room. While we're here to celebrate the hardware and the podiums, what truly hits home, I think, is the grit, the quiet dedication, and the relentless pursuit of excellence. Tonight, we don't just see the athlete, we see the support network that fuels them and the character that defines them. Each finalist is a world-class ambassador for their sport and an even better representative of Saskatchewan. To further experience the stories and accomplishments of these individuals, I invite you to visit the tables near the entrance door. They are filled with memorabilia, medals, jerseys, apparel, photos, and equipment that were brought to provide further insight into those being honored tonight. It is both impressive and humbling to see the achievements and the history on display. For me, as a longtime participant in sport, both as an athlete and as a coach, I know that many of us joining in the room and watching from home play a critical role in Saskatchewan's amateur sport community as volunteers. Volunteers dedicate countless hours of their time as well as their knowledge and skills to ensure that sport can happen. So my challenge to everyone is to find a volunteer in your life, find a volunteer in the room today and thank them for all that they do for the community and helping to bring high-quality opportunities to people of all ages and abilities. In Saskatchewan, the vibrant landscape of sport, culture, and recreation is powered by Sask Lotteries. It's a fun fact. Since 1974, thanks to a landmark agreement with the government of Saskatchewan, lottery proceeds have reached more than 12,000 groups every single year. This is a unique partnership, often the envy of other provinces in this nation, and it is the engine behind our communities, and we sincerely thank the government of Saskatchewan for their unwavering, continued support. So when you buy a lottery ticket, you have an honest chance of winning, and you are also guaranteed to support your community. And today I've been fortunate to take part in both sides, both Sask Sport and Sask Lotteries. This afternoon, I was able to present a check for $8 million to Cora Cuthbert of Pheasant Rump, Nakota, which she won on January 7th when she played the Lotto 649 Gold Ball jackpot. And tonight, I get to be a part of the other side, celebrating all of the athletes and coaches and volunteers who are the recipients of the support of the Sask Lotteries Trust Fund, a real full circle moment. So on behalf of everyone at Sask Sport and Sask Lotteries, I hope you enjoy tonight's gala, and congratulations to all the awards finalists and recipients.
That's a big lottery number. I think Cora has some new cousins that she didn't know she had. Thank you for that, Amy. And I mean, you might be doing some Olympic coverage. You're a very good broadcaster. So for basketball, for LA 2028, you could. That was a great speech. So you could take my job clearly. But you have a lot of jobs as it is. Coaching soccer, on the board, a full-time job. This is a theme with you people. I mean, I thought us Jamaicans had a lot of jobs, but you have a lot of jobs. And that brings me to our next guest. The Honorable Helena Ross will now bring greetings on behalf of the government of Saskatchewan. Minister Ross currently serves as, get comfortable, Minister of Parks, Culture and Sport, Minister responsible for Status of Women, Minister responsible for Tourism Saskatchewan, and Minister responsible for Francophone Affairs. Do you fit that all on one card? It would have been faster if I just said what you're not responsible for. Minister of Sleep, clearly, because you don't get any, I imagine. But in any event, thank you so much, Minister.
Thank you, Donovan. Good evening, everyone. It is just such a pleasure and an honor for me to be here this evening on behalf of Premier Scott Moe and the Government of Saskatchewan to help you celebrate the 41st Annual Saskatchewan Sports Awards and to recognize and to celebrate the outstanding achievement of the individuals in this province's amateur sport community. Saskatchewan, as everyone here knows, has some amazing athletes, coaches, teams, and just volunteers who are just amazing and who they are making a huge impact on amateur sport. Your dedication, your hard work and commitment and its excellence speaks volumes. And it helps to showcase the benefits and success of our province amateur sports system. The Government of Saskatchewan recognizes the vital role of sport and how it contributes to the healthy and strong quality of life we enjoy in our province. We are committed to support all levels of sport through the valued partnerships with Sask Sport and our agreement between the Government of Saskatchewan and Sask Lotteries. Congratulations to all the finalists and award recipients tonight, the athletes, coaches, and community leaders who continue to build the amateur sports scene in our province. You're making Saskatchewan proud, achieving so much on the provincial, national, and international stage. And a special thank you to the many volunteers who help fuel our province's sports system. These are ordinary superstars who live next door to us, people of all cultures, ages, and abilities. And remember that the work you do makes a world of difference. And finally, to you, to SAS Sport, for the important contributions you make towards sport in our province, and for putting together this amazing celebration this evening. It truly is an honor to be here with you all today, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you.
Thank you. Minister Ross and Amy will stay on stage with me to help present the awards. So since this event was first held in 1984, the Saskatchewan Sport Awards have developed in numerous ways, including the addition of various awards to ensure all aspects of amateur sport in the province are recognized and expand past the original presentation of only male, female Athlete of the Year and Team of the Year awards. We will first bring our focus to one of our 3 long-serving volunteers being recognized this year. The Volunteer Dedication Award is designed to honor the individuals who selflessly devote their time to the development of sport for 10 or more years. Tonight's 3 recipients have worked to create more opportunities in figure skating, athletics, and ringette. They represent countless others who share the same passion for the sporting community and give their time and energy toward making sure sport happens. We will start with Allison Senecal, nominated by Skate Saskatchewan. For 3 decades, Allison has been guided by an athlete-first philosophy when making decisions across her various roles in the sport of figure skating. Let's watch Allison's impact through volunteerism in the province.
I always loved skating when I was a younger person. I was a recreational skater, and I got back into it when my kids got into the can skate stage. I started looking around at our club, and I thought, I'd really like to help out our club a little bit, so that's where it started.
She's been involved for over 3 decades and has held various roles within the organization, both at the club level, the provincial level, and the national level. In 2003, she became the officials development coordinator and then held positions throughout that committee as chairperson and member at large. In 2007, she joined the Skate Saskatchewan Board of Directors, where she currently serves today as president.
Well, I don't do it for the accolades or the ego. I do it just to help the skaters. I help the athletes to do the best that they can on the day that they're skating. I think it's my goal as a judge evaluator or a technical person just to make sure that the atmosphere is calm and they can do their best when they're on the ice. I just love the sport of figure skating, and I wanted to help out as much as I could, especially in the local area. You know, I'm from rural Saskatchewan, so helping the rural communities especially, it's a soft spot in my heart to try and make sure that they get the accolades that they deserve as well. I'm passionate about the sport because to me it's important to help the skaters, young or old, realize their dreams, realize their potential, and I feel like it's in the volunteers to be able to give the best that is in them so that the skaters can do the best for them.
Volunteers are the heart of the sports system. Without them, sport organizations could not deliver the meaningful opportunities that we do. What those volunteers put in, their time, their dedication, and commitment to sport is just invaluable.
We have so much talent in Saskatchewan. It just makes my heart swell when I see somebody coming out and they say representing Saskatchewan is so-and-so, so-and-so. I think it's just our job to make sure that we can bring those people to the forefront.
Allison is just that kind of person that it's an inspiration to be working with her and is greatly deserving of any recognition that she gets as a volunteer. She doesn't do it for the recognition, but she absolutely deserves it.
Sport is more than a game to me because it's a tight-knit community, and it doesn't matter if somebody's having a good day, a bad day, we're going to be there for them no matter what. And it doesn't matter if you're at the top of the podium or not, then we're still there for each other.
On behalf of Skate Saskatchewan, we would like to thank Allison for all the dedication and commitment she has provided to skating in Saskatchewan. She is a true pillar of our sport and the support that she provides to coaches, athletes, officials. and all volunteers is greatly appreciated. Thank you for everything that you do.
Thank you, Allison. Your sport has been paramount, ensuring the figure skating community runs smoothly and continues to succeed. Well done. The Coach Dedication Award was established in 2008 to recognize individuals who dedicate their time, effort, and knowledge to sport athletes and communities for over a decade. Harvey Weber is one of our 4 Coach Dedication Award recipients in 2025. He was nominated by Saskatchewan Athletics. Harvey has guided athletes of all ages over his 40 years as a coach, ensuring every person interested in athletics has the opportunity to explore the sport. Let's learn a bit more about Harvey's coaching career.
To start coaching in 1986, I was doing my internship for teaching at Mount Royal Collegiate, and I was running as a Husky athlete at the time, and the teacher at the school asked if I'd be the assistant coach for the cross-country team. And that started in 1986, and then I basically started coaching when I started teaching, and that was in 1990. So that's now been 40 years of coaching.
Harvey has done so much for athletics, starting out in Tisdale, bringing that rural program into Saskatoon, bringing his expertise, not only as a coach, but as an athlete himself and as an official. He's developed the master's program. He's developed so much within Saskatchewan, and that's what makes him so well respected.
I coach a very diverse group of athletes. From my youngest athlete I'm presently coaching is 12 years old, to my oldest athlete is 78 years old. Basically, I've got about 60 athletes I'm coaching presently. And what I do is I try to make sure all the athletes support each other. And if that's like cheering each other, talking to each other, just building a really strong team, even though we'll say track and field and running can be considered quite individual, I try to make it as much of a team aspect as I can. What I do and what I believe is I'm trying to make each athlete the best athlete they can be. And that could be a beginner recreational runner to actually an international caliber athlete. Lots of athletes don't have the revenue or the ability to pay, and that's not a concern of mine. Getting a thank you from an athlete is so valuable. It means to me that I've had impact on them, and they appreciate my time, and a thank you is all I need.
Recently, he received the King Charles III Coronation Medal for his years of service to sport and for his administrative efforts on the Canada Games. And it's one of the highest honors that anybody can receive. And Harvey is just the most deserving person of that award.
Sport is more than a game for me because it's all about your life. It's more than just the game, it's more than just about the competition. It's about the training, it's about the dedication, it's about the commitments, it's about the sacrifice. And it's about putting sport into your life. And it could be as part of your schooling, it could be part of your career, it could be part of your retirement.
Harvey, on behalf of everybody involved in athletics here in Saskatchewan and the Saskatchewan Athletics Board of Directors, I want to sincerely thank you for everything that you've done for athletics in our province. Your tirelessness, your dedication, your commitment is what embodies such a special person like you and what we stand for here in Saskatchewan with athletics. So congratulations.
It's funny, all he wanted was a thank you, and the first thing he said was thank you. Well, we say to you, Harvey, thank you for prioritizing the enjoyment of athletes and their continued chase of their passion. The Excellence Awards recognize and celebrate outstanding event performances or a series of performances from a Saskatchewan athlete, coach, or team within a calendar year. The first of the 6 Excellence Awards presented is Youth Athlete of the Year, which was first created in 1998 to celebrate athletes 18 years or younger at time of competition. After the first 2 editions of the award, it was split into male and female categories in 2000. We will be starting out the category tonight with the finalists for Youth Female Athlete of the Year, which includes
World Para-Swimming Championships gold medalist who also captured silver and 2 bronze medals at the event, in addition to securing multiple medals across a pair of national events, nominated by Prince Albert Sharks Swimming Club and supported by Swim Sask, Ali Deal. Claimed 2 silver medals at the First America's Championship, while also earning a total of 7 gold medals, 2 silver, and multiple records across various categories at Canadian Nationals and Junior Nationals. Nominated by Saskatchewan Target Shooting Association, Sasha Krakauka. Competed with Team Canada at the 17U Pan American Championship and the 15U Pan American Championship, with both teams capturing silver, and medaled at multiple national events with Team Saskatchewan. Nominated by family and supported by Water Polo Saskatchewan, Clara Milliker-Shayak.
I don't know why I'm nervous, as if my name's going to be there. Clearly, I'm not the Youth Female Athlete of the Year in Saskatchewan. And the recipient of the Youth Female Athlete of the Year is Prince Albert Stand Up, Ali Deal.
As the youngest member of Team Canada at the World Para-Swimming Championships, Ali Deal secured 4th place in the women's SB9 100-meter breaststroke event, while setting a personal best in the process. At that event, she also contributed to a 5th place finish by the mixed 4x100 medley relay team. Deal added to her medal count at the World Para-Swimming Series by claiming 4 medals and setting personal bests in each event.
Thank you. We're gonna keep it short because I tend to cry in front of big crowds. I want to start off by saying thank you to Swim Sask and Para-Swimming Canada for always supporting me and being there for me. I'd also like to thank my coaches and my loved ones for always believing in me, no matter what, even through all my injuries. And I would also like to notice all the other youth female athletes, and honestly, any young girl that is an athlete. Just because I won this award doesn't mean you're less deserving, and that all your hard work isn't noticed. So thank you.
Don't tell my wife, but I may have shed a tear. In addition to the accomplishments just highlighted, Ali was also named Swimming Canada's Breakout Swimmer of the Year in the Paralympic program. Congratulations, Ali, on a fantastic year. Now it's time to find out who the Youth Male Athlete of the Year is, and the finalists are
a three-time gold medalist and national record holder at the Canadian Junior National Championships, who also added additional medals at other international, national, and provincial events. Nominated by Saskatchewan Target Shooting Association, Brady Goldfinch Bali. Captured bronze with the Canadian softball team at the Pan American Championships, where he was the RBI leader and second in average. Nominated by family and supported by Softball Saskatchewan, Kian Poitras. Claimed bronze medals at 3 different international events and multiple medals at the Canada Summer Games, in addition to a gold medal and record-breaking performance at Junior Nationals. Nominated by Dive Sask, Kash Tarasov.
And the winner of the 41st Saskatchewan Sport Awards Youth Male Athlete of the Year is Kash Tarasov.
For the second consecutive year, diver Kash Tarasov is named Youth Male Athlete of the Year. At 16 years old, Tarasov was named to the senior national team while still a junior diver and accumulated 3 international bronze medals as one of the most junior divers to compete across the senior level events. While competing at Junior Elite Nationals, Tarasov secured top of the podium and broke a provincial record previously set in 2019.
Kash is unable to celebrate with us tonight, which saves me further tears. He is currently in Saskatoon preparing for an international competition in the coming days. He sent us this message.
Everyone, I'm sorry I couldn't make it. Last year was a blast. First off, I would like to thank Sasksport for nominating me for the Excellence Award for 2025. My family members who fed me, drove me, supported me through everything. Friends who have boosted my mood, make practice 10 times better every single day. My 2 coaches, Steve Carroll, he's been my coach since I was a little kid. He's taught me everything I knew. He's taught me a bunch of lessons, what good attitude means. And my current coach, Mary Carroll, we're currently going to pursue my big goals. And I'd just like to thank everyone who's supported me through my journey. Thank you.
Now, we promised that wasn't a hostage video. If anyone wants to help Kash finish his basement, he's very busy, so if we have any drywall specialists in the house, Kash would appreciate it. After almost 3 decades of coaching, Mark Lord continues to dedicate personal time to researching health and sports safety, which he implements with his team to avoid overtraining and injury. Nominated by Saskatoon Alliance Under 17 Girls and supported by Saskatchewan Soccer Association, let's learn a little bit more about Mark.
So I was born and grew up in Jamaica. In Jamaica, soccer was really the king, sort of like hockey is in Canada. I started coaching when my son decided that it was time for him to start playing. They really desperately needed soccer coaches at a community level. I felt that I had the experience and the background, some bearing and some positive bearing on the sport. So it was really about my son to begin with.
It's important Mark is recognized for this award because he set a prime example of how coaches should treat their youth athletes. Mark has been involved in this program for over 30 years within the Saskatoon youth soccer community, and regardless of being the CEO of his company, having children and grandchildren, and dealing with his personal life, he always made it clear that he was a resource for us when we needed it, whether it was within the sport or outside of it. He really did embody what a dedicated coach looked like through the time, effort, and genuine care he put in for us. I think the years he had with us were truly the most remarkable, taking a team who struggled in their league to develop into this great team who went to nationals and then went on to go undefeated in their indoor league. So I just think he should be really proud of what he accomplished. And with that, he didn't just shape our successes, but also the way we carried ourselves as athletes and people.
In terms of my coaching style, is to bring teams together, work hard on team chemistry, ensure that they understand the importance of peaking at the right time, and then getting out of the way when they are ready to perform and to focus on the outcome. I'm really passionate about the game. I love my involvement with these young ladies. How can you not be enthusiastic about getting onto the pitch in either training or during games?
Mark always did go above and beyond for us when it came to our success. Instead of focusing on the end goal like a lot of coaches, he really did focus on the process, what we needed to work on, the little habits, the little details, and he found unique ways to help us grow in those areas.
Sport is more than a game to me, because apart from the joy that sport brings to people, it's about teaching core skills that will be so very important as they move out into the world to develop as human beings.
Mark, thank you for your sacrifice of family time missed, money spent, personal time, and most importantly, your belief in us. You have truly made a difference in each one of our lives and have aided in lifelong memories we will forever look back on. Thank you for your opportunity and trust you put in us, helping us accomplish things no one ever thought were possible. Finally, remembering what you used to tell us in those high-stress situations right before a gold medal match, it's not the color of the medal we'll remember, but the memories we made along the way. And I don't think in the moment we understood it, but now we do, and it means a lot more than you know.
I heard, yeah, Mark. I think I also heard, yeah, I think I also heard a yeah, man. Mark's a yardie, okay. Mark, in his answers clearly from Jamaica, just looked at the map and said, well, the flag of Saskatchewan kind of looks like Jamaica, so we'll go there. So Mark, thank you for braving the cold, brethren, because you couldn't find a place more diametrically opposite in terms of temperature. But you've been a dedicated mentor. That was a beautiful video, so thank you. There are many qualities to celebrate in sport, in addition to the individuals who help make up its vast community. To highlight those various qualities, the Inspire Through Sport Award was developed in 2021 to recognize an athlete, coach, official, administrator, or team who demonstrated courage, determination, and/or perseverance, and whose unwavering spirit serves to inspire others on and off the field of play. The first of two recipients is target shooter Anshul Malik, nominated by family and supported by Saskatchewan Target Shooting Association. After restarting his sporting career following his immigration to Canada, Anshul has shown perseverance both inside and outside the realm of sport. Here's Anshul's story.
My introduction to sport was back in 2014. That's when I started. Well, that was not my first interaction with the sport. After the 2012 Olympic Games, so India won its first ever Olympic pistol shooting medal, and that's where I was introduced to the pistol shooting for the first time. And I started in 2014 in a small town in India.
We moved to Canada in 2021. He never gave up on anything. and we used to work together at 12 to 14 hours a day. But Anshul always try to keep his game going. He always tries to make his future best.
So I think it's more about the journey, that if you have the zeal and the passion to do something, you can achieve it without thinking that what will be the hurdles and what are the hardships that you are facing. If you are persistent, if you are consistent, then I think the God helps you in achieving anything you want. Our sport, shooting, it has not won any, big Olympic medal after the 1984 Olympics. So that's one of the things that inspires me, that I want to do that, so that I want to tell everyone in Canada that this can be a career as well, and Canada needs you. Sport it's not just a word. I think it's something in the civilian life. It teaches you not to give up. As in the military people, they teach you that you don't have to give up whatsoever is the situation. In the civilian life, I think the same thing does is the sport. It teaches you never to give up, never to lose, and even if you lose, you learn something. So either you win or you learn something. You never lose. So that's sport for me.
For me, Anshul is great inspiration for even work, study, and sport, because he worked on everything together. He never left anything behind. So he studied well throughout the life, he worked well, and he is now doing his sports well. So Anshul inspires us all with his sport and his achievements, and we really love to see him going. So Anshul, I am always with you, and I always cheer you for the best future. Just, we are a team, don't forget it, and keep going.
Welcome Anshul to the stage. Can't help but be inspired to hear about Anshul's journey to new beginnings, so congratulations once again. Our third Excellence Award presented is Coach of the Year, which is awarded to a coach who achieved outstanding success in the calendar year with individuals or a team. Since first being introduced as a new award category, coaches from over a dozen different sports have been recognized by this award. The 2025 nominees are
guided multiple athletes between junior and senior divisions to podium finishes at national and international events, including the Canada Summer Games and Junior Pan American Championships, nominated by Dive Sask, Mary Carroll. Coached multiple athletes to claim medals at provincial and national competitions, as well as coached athlete Ali Deal to top 5 and medal finishes on the World Paraswimming Championship circuit. Nominated by Prince Albert Shark Swim Club and supported by Swim Sask, Hazem Hussein. Became the winningest coach in Canada West women's basketball history, while leading the University of Saskatchewan women's basketball team to claim the U Sports National Championship and the Canada West title. Nominated by University of Saskatchewan Huskies, Lisa Tomaitis.
And the recipient of the Coach of the Year award is Mary Carroll.
Diving coach Mary Carroll is named Coach of the Year for the second year in a row. In 2025, Carroll guided numerous athletes across senior and junior levels to claim medals at various events, with many finishing in first place. One athlete under Carol's coaching claimed bronze and broke records as the most junior diver to compete in a senior level competition.
Hello. First, I want to thank my husband, Steve Carroll. He's the head coach of the Saskatoon Diving Club, and he makes my job really easy. He supports me every day. I see him at work and supports all my athletes. Next, I have to thank Sask Sports, Sask Lotteries for the support you give the athletes, at least my divers, so they're able to stay within Saskatchewan and fulfill their dreams. And finally, I want to thank Dive Sask, Saskatoon Diving Club, and all the sport people around Saskatchewan. Thank you.
Congratulations, Mary. You heard it. The Saskatchewan Sport Awards are presented by Sask Lotteries, the main fundraiser for more than 12,000 sport, culture, and recreation groups in the province.
Thanks, mister.
Hey, thanks. Want a s'more?
Every ticket you buy funds programs all across Saskatchewan, like sports, culture, and parks and recreation. Buy your tickets today.
Very cool. Yeah. So the fundraiser builds sport and athletes at all levels, from grassroots through to the Olympic and Paralympic Games, as we soon will see. All of tonight's recipients and finalists have benefited from Sask Lottery's funding in one way or another at some point during their careers, whether it's been through program funding or individual grants. Each recipient tonight is receiving, I'll hold one up so you can see it, one of these bad boys. It's a handmade beaded gift completed by participants of the Dream Brokers program at Kitchener School through their after-school Indigenous culture program in partnership with Steve's Healing Journeys. Now, Dream Brokers levels the playing field for youth so that they can participate in new or existing sport, culture, and recreation programs. Dream Brokers is a participant-driven program operating in 19 schools in 5 Saskatchewan communities. By creating awareness of participation opportunities, the Dream Brokers team addresses challenges that kids in core neighborhoods face that limit their access to extracurricular activities. As part of the program, youth are paired with a Dream Broker, a one-on-one mentor who helps them enroll in sports, art, music, and culture programs, and provides financial assistance, equipment, personal items, fees, and even transportation. This program is a shining example of the impact Sask Lottery's fundings has on this very province. Now, as we continue celebrating some of the awards based off of the support of those lotteries, let's dedicate to the growing adaptive water ski community, both provincially and nationally, and that's thanks to Coach David Wassel. He's guided numerous athletes from beginners to individuals representing Canada on the international stage. Nominated by a volunteer coach and supported by Water Ski Wakeboard Saskatchewan, it's time to shift our focus to learning more about David.
Dave Wassel has
basically dedicated his life to sport in a number of different capacities. Like in the sport of water skiing, for example, he has been involved for over 60 years, and he has brought numerous people forward, created world-class athletes, two that are in Saskatchewan, and really grown the program from nothing to a successful program.
Well, I coach a number of sports. I've had a number of opportunities in my life to be involved directly in coaching. When I went to U of S, I was involved in the launch of the National Coaching Certification Program. Coaching became very important because it was the tool that needed to happen for sport development in Saskatchewan to be successful.
Dave brought adaptive water ski to Saskatchewan. He was involved in the very first board in Canada when adaptive water skiing was recognized as a sport, and he's done nothing but grow the sport since then.
The highlights for me was the challenge to redirect and build a program, working with people across the country and within Saskatchewan and athletes. And the highlight became in 2023, Canada sent a full team, which was the first time that Canada had ever sent a full team to a World Championships, and we won a silver medal. It was the first medal for Saskatchewan in adaptive water skiing. The other success, I suppose, would be working with a blind skier named Brian Reel, who had a disability, but it was much more than that. The cancer eventually took his hearing, so now he couldn't hear. So communication and understanding people with disabilities became a stronger avenue to be a successful coach. And so that was a great success and great challenge at the same time. When you work with someone who's in a wheelchair and they're quadriplegic and they can't hang on to the water ski handle, and other ones that are just a paraplegic and can hang on to the water ski handle, it's a different game. It's a different coaching system. It's different. So everyone we deal with is you're constant learning. There's a challenge. Working again with Ryan, trying to get the communication to understand what we were doing. Coming at the water ski ramp at 32 miles an hour, and he doesn't know where it is, when it's coming, and that he has to be ready to go. So those things were exciting challenges, and obviously gave a great satisfaction.
Sport would go nowhere without coaches. Yeah, when I think of all the coaches that have been involved in my life, my children's life, and Dave himself, I mean, he has had such impact on people in Saskatchewan and across the country. And then when you take that and you add working with an athlete who has a disability and giving them the opportunities that he's created for them, you can't go anywhere without that kind of coaching. So he has created pathways for people. And that's why coaching is so important in sport. They create pathways for athletes to succeed.
Thank you, David. It's so obvious by watching that how deep your passion for sport and accessible sport is. Yeah. The amateur sport community can thrive because of the volunteers in our province who give their time, energy to help support the passion of others, like David. And it is with them that our community can celebrate so many individuals like we are here tonight. Nominated by Ringette Saskatchewan, Darren Degenstein is our second of 3 individuals honored this year with a volunteer dedication award. After starting his volunteer journey just over a decade ago, Darren has helped revitalize Ringette in Saskatchewan. Let's learn a little bit more about he has made an impact as a volunteer.
The motivation to start volunteering is to make the world around you a better place. Without volunteers, a lot of things simply wouldn't be, including Ringette. It's a special feeling, I guess, knowing that you've had a positive impact on somebody, on other people's lives, and you made that world around you better.
Darren is very deserving for this award. He has spent endless hours, time and energy on trying to promote Ringette, trying to recruit for Ringette, and just try to create opportunities for the players and just the whole community in Saskatchewan.
I was pretty passionate, and still am, about expanding Ringette across the province. Reintroducing Ringette to Moose Jaw was a labor of love. What I learned from that experience is that, volunteering and organizing other volunteers is hard. Persevering through that, learning from that, not being afraid to take on challenges and overcoming those barriers to lead change in a volunteer capacity, some powerful lessons to learn.
I think what stands out the most for me is how much Darren cares. He really wants to make sure that the athletes are provided with the most positive experience and that they have opportunities.
The University of Regina Cougars getting that founded, and that was inspirational in the sense that everybody's familiar with the University of Regina Cougars in the city of Regina. Same for a year later when we helped get the University of Saskatchewan Ringette Club founded. And it inspires young players to, I want to play for the Cougars someday, or I want to play for the U of S someday. And you hear that in the hallways, and it's just awesome to hear. However, that's just the tip of the iceberg, in my opinion. We still need to get Ringette established in rural Saskatchewan. And it breaks my heart in some ways knowing that there's kids in Moose Jaw, or in Yorkton, or in Battleford, or in Prince Albert that could be playing sport if they had access to Ringette, but aren't. And we need to get Ringette out there so these kids have these options. Now, Ringette serves that market perfectly. It is one of the very few female-dominated sports. So marketing Ringette is about providing an opportunity to young girls who may not otherwise participate in sport to become those community leaders, to become the best versions of themselves. I'm passionate about sport because of the life lessons. I think people should be involved in sport, and not necessarily just to play, but to be involved for those benefits. Those who stay with the sport become coaches. They volunteer on the boards. They help organize. So staying involved in sport and being in sport has a positive impact on our community. Well, sport is more than a game to me because life is a team sport.
Thank you, Darren. Ringette Saskatchewan appreciates you so much. You have put in so many hours, and your dedication and your passion for Ringette has impacted so many athletes, families, and communities in Saskatchewan. Because of you, our sport has developed and grown so much. We're very happy to have you on our team.
Please welcome Darren to the stage. What struck me about that video, if you follow the story arc, is everything Darren has done, how hard it was, and then Darren telling you how much more he still believes there is to be done. So real incredible dedication that clearly hasn't stopped. So thank you, Darren. Returning to the Excellence Awards, we will now honor the Team of the Year. And the nominees are
After earning their spot by winning the national and provincial championships, this team went undefeated at the Senior Men's World Curling Championships to claim the title. Nominated by Curl Sask, Team Bryden. Captured a gold and silver medal in their division at the International Baton Twirling Federation Nations Cup, as well as multiple gold medals at national competitions. Nominated by Saskatchewan Baton Twirling Association, South Sask High Performance Baton Team. finished the regular season atop the Canada West standings and claimed the 2025 U Sports and Canada West women's basketball titles. Nominated by University of Saskatchewan Huskies, University of Saskatchewan Huskies women's basketball team.
And the recipient of the Team of the Year is Team Bryden. I'd like to invite a team representative to come to the stage to accept the award. Other team members in attendance, please stand so the crowd can acknowledge you.
Fresh off winning the national and provincial championships, Team Bryden represented the nation at the 2025 World Senior Men's Curling Championship and went undefeated through pool play and advanced through playoffs to earn the championship title after defeating Scotland 10-7 in finals. The win extended Canada's dominant history in the World Senior Men's event, marking another gold in a tradition of success at the championships.
Thank you very much. Donovan, I'm tearing up here. Very humbling. Appreciate it very much. Thank you, Curl Sask, for nominating us. Sask Sport, thanks for putting this event on. These videos are great to watch. I sure appreciate it. I think this is the first time I've been in a room with this many successful people. And I'd just like to congratulate everyone here, not on your wins and you probably had so many times you've been congratulated on your wins and your medals, but on your time and your commitment and what you've actually achieved. So congratulations to all of you.
Congratulations to all the members of Team Bryden. You really rocked in 2025. Listen, I didn't write the joke, but I think it was funny. I really do. I think it was funny. So, compliments to the staff. Nominated by Saskatchewan Athletics, Dave Elder is our final individual honored this year with a Volunteer Dedication Award. As a long-serving volunteer within athletics, Dave's dedication to sport reaches beyond his role as track and field official and coach. Over the years, Dave has dedicated significant time to wrestling and football. Let's learn more.
I've always wanted to teach physical education, even when I was in high school. But before that was going to happen, I wanted to excel in some sport of some kind. So I was reaching out. I tried wrestling, I tried football, I tried track, I did some diving. I settled on the diving after a while. So when it got time to work as a teacher, I had no time to do the athletic sports stuff anymore. So it turned into coaching and officiating.
Dave is deserving of this award because of all the things he does with athletics in the province, whether it's the Knights of Columbus, the Saskatchewan Sports Hall of Fame, as an official. He's always there when you need somebody. He's reliable, but more importantly, when he's out officiating, doing the pole vault, he's there for the athletes, and really that's what it's all about. He makes everybody feel comfortable. He puts 110% effort in. He embodies what a volunteer in this sport stands for.
I'm a vertical jumps official, so I do a lot of high jump and pole vault. And pole vault especially in particular, I really enjoy. I've seen them as young as grade 6, 7, 8, all the way to college, last year of college, 5th year eligibility college. And they all get to know me and they all say hi to me. and they all make me feel at home. And I think that that's just a wonderful feeling to mingle with these young people, and you can't help but think that that has to keep me young too.
Volunteers in amateur sport are important because without them, we wouldn't have amateur sport. You know, as a volunteer, you don't do it for the pay, you don't do it because you're expecting something out of it, you do it because of the love of the sport.
I still remember a dad who he grabbed out of the stands because his daughter was high jumping in Regina at an indoor meet. And I asked him, you know, like, love to have you work with us. He says, I've never done this before. I says, no problem. I'll guide you as we go along, and you will do a good job. And I still remember him saying, after a while, he goes, this is a great job. I love this. And he says, and I have the best seat in the house. And I said, well, that's what it's all about. That's one of the reasons I do the officiating, is you do get the best seat in the house. You're right there. You're not sitting in the bleachers to watch the event. I'm right there, and it's happening right in front of me. So. And he really enjoyed it. He really enjoyed the experience, and he thanked me after. I thought, you didn't have to thank me. I have to thank you because you volunteered to help us out, which is great. People here, they commit to a sport, whether it be on the ice, on a basketball floor, on a track, speed skating, track and field, a football stadium. People in Saskatchewan are proud to help out because they know that it takes people to make things work. To me, that's what it's all about. Sport is more than a game to me because it's life-giving. It gives back. When you give to it, it gives back to you in spades.
Dave, on behalf of Saskatchewan Athletics, the Board of Directors, and of course myself, there is nobody more deserving of this award. What you have done for athletics in this province is truly amazing, and I can think of nobody more deserving of this award. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dave. You know, we obviously need more engaged teachers, we need more coaches, we need more officials, and Dave checks all those boxes, so thank you. And also, I don't know if you noticed it, when they did that zoom in, low-key, Dave, you're kind of jacked. When they did that little shot of the biceps, so, I mean, you're either flexing really hard or your workout routine is strong. So let's compare notes after the fact. I could use some help. Melissa Locke is one of our 4 Coach Dedication Award recipients in 2025. She was nominated by Saskatchewan Team Handball. Seeing the potential in every one of her athletes, Melissa guides her team with intention thanks to her rich background of sport education. Let's learn about Melissa's dedication to her athletes and team.
I had a colleague that they actually needed players for their women's team. And so I started playing my very first year of handball with her, and then she was coaching and wanted help. And so I just kind of stepped in and helped the next season, and then from then on, I've just coached every year.
For the better part of 20 years, she has really dedicated a major part of her life to coaching and developing athletes within the sport of team handball, a sport that's relatively small and unknown in our province of Saskatchewan. And she continues to take athletes not only at the provincial level, but also at the high school and our youth level, and continues to develop them, giving up major parts of her time as well as traveling with the teams to better their opportunities, to allow them to participate in tournaments and get these opportunities that they otherwise wouldn't with some of their other sports. And she just continues to give back, not only in a coaching way, but as well as administrative in our board of directors, and really just her overall goal to help grow the sport of handball in the province.
I think if I go back to when I started coaching and I was younger, I think the biggest lesson is to let go of my own ego, and I still work at it sometimes because it's not about me, it's about the athletes. So whether it's at practice or at competition, to remove my own ego from that portion of it and try and focus on the athlete as opposed to it's my win or it's my practice or it's about me. And it's a constant work for me, but I think that's the biggest lesson I've learned. So I try and instill that in coaches that I work with, especially younger coaches that are just sort of coming into it. Because sometimes when you transition from being a player to a coach, it's hard to remove yourself from the game and really consider the athlete.
Melissa is a super well-educated coach and has many years of experience to show for that. Her certifications go much more beyond than just teaching skills and tactics of the sport of handball. She really dives into helping athletes with the physical, mental, and emotional well-being of their own performance on and off the court.
I mean, it shapes your whole life. It shapes who you are as an adult. It shapes how you function, your decisions, even beyond coaching. For me, things like punctuality, accountability, communication, teamwork, empathy, compassion. These are all things that I've gained from sport as a player and as a coach. Sport is more than a game to me because it involves so much more than, like I keep saying, than the on-the-court practices and the games. It's the team culture, it's the bonding, it's the lifelong friendships, it's the learning of the life skills. So it goes far beyond the game for me, and it always has since I was an athlete.
To Melissa, or as most of us in Saskatchewan Team Handball refer to her as Coach Locke, thank you very, very much for all the dedication and time you put into not only our athletes, but as well as just growing the sport of handball in the province. Thank you for leading Saskatchewan Team Handball Federation for the past couple of years, and we look forward to many years to come under your great leadership.
Give it up for Coach Locke. The final Inspire Through Sport recipient is the Dive Sask provincial team, nominated by Dive Sask. The team has reimagined how work of humanitarianism can be brought into the realm of sport, creating a new and inspirational approach to training camps abroad. Here's how the Dive Sask provincial team inspires through sport.
I think the Dive Sask provincial team has inspired through sport. The last 13 years, we've been going to Cuba for a provincial training camp. And so we've really tried to incorporate, hard work with a little bit of humanitarian work.
We're in sports and we like to win, right? And there's a formula for winning and everybody does it. So we wanted to try and do something different because the formula, if everyone's doing it, you're not winning, right? So we started off with just that aspect. And we came up with Cuba because it was, I had heard about the coach there who had done some amazing things with athletes in a very unsupported environment.
We really did see the need that the Cuban athletes and coaches were in for just very basic essentials that we, take for granted every day of our lives.
We realized, they don't have much and we have a lot. Let's just bring a few things. We asked them, what do they need? They said nothing.
Our executive director, Karen Swanson, had decided that we were going to start packing love suitcases. And so we told the athletes and the coaches just to start putting things aside, things like donation clothing, bathing suits, food, medicine, school supplies, things like that.
And just the look in their eyes the first time that we brought something kind of made us realize how appreciative they were, and it kind of ballooned from there. The act of giving is a pretty neat thing. You don't realize the impact until you do it. And you realize that it gives to the person, but it gives to yourself as well.
I think every one of our athletes has come home with a different perspective than what they left with. And so that's a really neat thing. I think that other teams could gain from this. And I think every single one of my athletes coming home has said that there was something that they will never take for granted again. And to me, that's really special.
I believe we were the first club to go to Cuba. The following year, we had told other programs, Winnipeg was there. After 4 years of doing this training camp, there were 10 different programs across Canada that started visiting them at different weeks throughout May and April, March and April. And I think that's a really neat thing that the kids of our program have developed something that will last forever. Sport is more than a game to me because, you know, it's not just did we win the Olympics and that justified all of the tough stuff that we had to go through. It's all about when you come home, did you give everything you got? Do you feel good about what you did? Are you proud of what you do? And that's what the game of sport is all about, and that's what the game of life is all about too. What did you do? What did you give? What did you build, and how much did you develop from where you started? And that's what I want sport to be, and that's the game.
Please welcome the Dive Sask provincial team with a representative to accept the Inspire Through Sport Award. And last, but certainly not least, we name the female and male athletes of the year. The nominations are based on individual performances or performances on a team in the 2025 calendar year. The nominees for Female Athlete of the Year are
two-time gold medalist at the World Aquatics Canada Cup, who also claimed silver in the mixed team event before representing Canada at the World Championships in Singapore to finish 20th overall. Nominated by Dive Sask, Margot Earlham. Gold medalist with the women's 3x3 team at the Junior Pan American Games after being named U Sports Female Athlete of the Year while assisting the University of Saskatchewan women's basketball team to a U Sports national title. Nominated by University of Saskatchewan Huskies, Gage Grassick. Finished first in the women's 400-meter hurdle event at the NCAA Track and Field Championships and broke 4 records in the process, while medaling at other international and national events. Nominated by Saskatchewan Athletics, Savannah Sutherland.
And the winner of the Saskatchewan Sport Awards Female Athlete of the Year is, from Borden and Ann Arbor Athletics, Savannah Sutherland.
Savannah Sutherland broke 4 records, including a Canadian national one, in the women's 400-meter hurdle event at the NCAA Track and Field Championships with a time of 52.46 seconds. It was the 9th fastest time ever run in the event. In addition to the gold medal she received at that event, Sutherland also secured gold at another international and national meets.
Now, unfortunately, Savannah is unable to celebrate with us tonight, but she did send us this message.
Hi, it's Savannah. I just wanted to say a quick thank you for the nomination at the Sask Sport Awards. I so truly wish that I could be there in person to celebrate, but unfortunately I'm in the thick of training down in Michigan, so was unable to make the trip up to Saskatchewan. But it's such an honor, and I'm always so honored and privileged to represent Saskatchewan at the world level and to be doing the things that I do. So to be recognized for this is so amazing, and I'm so humbled by the recognition. So as always, very thankful to represent Saskatchewan. It's something that I do with a lot of pride. I'm very thankful for where I come from, and as always, thankful for the people in my corner who make things like this possible. Thank you.
I wish I was that well-spoken when I was a university student. Now, the nominees for Male Athlete of the Year are
donned the maple leaf at the Special Olympics World Winter Games and secured 2 gold medals in separate events, in addition to a 4th place finish. Nominated by Special Olympics Saskatchewan, Taylor Barth. Secured 2 silver medals and a bronze at the Disabled World's Water Skiing Championship, helping Canada to finish 2nd overall. Nominated by coach and supported by Water Ski Wakeboard Saskatchewan, Blake Lamontagne. U Sports Track and Field Championships bronze medalist who captured 3 golds at the Canada West Track and Field Championships and represented Canada for the first time internationally at the FISU World University Games. Nominated by Saskatchewan Athletics, Jonathan Podbilski.
all right. And the winner of the 41st Saskatchewan Sport Awards Male Athlete of the Year is, drum roll please. Thank you. Taylor Barth.
While representing Canada at the Special Olympics World Winter Games, Taylor Barth reached top of the podium in the MO8 Intermediate Giant Slalom with a time of 1 minute 6.29 seconds, and in the MO6 Intermediate Slalom race with a 31.99 seconds. In addition, Barth competed in the MO1 Intermediate Super G event with a 42.52 second time and finished 4th.
I'd like to thank Special Olympics and SAS Sport for the nomination of being the winner of the Athlete of the Year award. I want to thank my parents and my coach Rick and all my siblings who supported me, and thank you.
That was beautiful. Congratulations once again to Taylor. It was mentioned earlier, but some of the mementos, memorabilia, awards of some of the nominees and winners tonight are here in the back corner, Taylor's included. So be sure to check some of those out before you go. And that's kind of sad because I'm having a lot of fun. Like my toddler's stalling before bedtime. Let's close tonight's program. First, I would like to thank all of the volunteers that made this happen, and the hardworking people here in Saskatchewan, both in the facility and also with the Saskatchewan Sport Awards. I thank you for having me. I want to thank all of the recipients who came onto the stage and shared their stories with us. Programming note, though, don't run away and leave. before you leave, we want to get you to come back to the stage for a photo as the Red Rock Drum Group will perform a final song to wrap up the amazing achievements celebrated tonight. So as everyone gets a chance to make their way up here, I guess I'll say, lastly, for me, thank you, Saskatchewan, for having me, for celebrating these great athletes. I'm left inspired and humbled and feel incredibly lazy in comparison to everything that you're doing. But I said it earlier, this is a special place. You live here, so this is not unique to you, but it is unique in our country and in sports. So don't take it for granted, but take it to the rest of the world as you have. Enjoy seeing your athletes at the Olympics starting on Feb 6th. I know I will enjoy it as well. And please, although I am leaving this microphone, continue to congregate, have fellowship, and celebrate each other, because it's a very, very special group in this room and in this province. So thank you so much, everyone. Let's have our athletes come back up and be recognized. Yeah, come.